Are you saying it is the Education Committee to process this bill for purposes of second reading?
The move of the bill.
Yes, so it is the Education Committee to do so.
Education Committee needs to table a
You are
report
right.
in this House.
You are right.
Honorable Speaker.
On your request, and with that information, the matter under order number 11 is
Put it on
deferred to
Thursday.
a future date when it will be scheduled by the House Business Committee. Next order. Yes, the Minority Whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is actually what we were speaking to earlier. And I would want to encourage, especially also the majority side, that you need to take this issue seriously. If you have chairs of committees that are not doing their work, they're the ones who are making the National Assembly look bad, and they're the ones that are enabling Senate to come on and take on our work, and then we come here and complain. Right now, we have just gone through 3 orders that relate to committees, and the chairs are not there. Mr. Speaker, this is totally unacceptable. And we need to deal, because even when the chairs are not there, because we know we have many, many roles, they need to actually make arrangements for somebody else. There are many members of the committees that can do that task. This is not taking work seriously, and I would want to encourage that the majority side need to look at that. And if the members who are tired of doing their work, on our side, we have very many members who are willing to take up that work. Thank you.
I can see Honorable Undo can lead a committee. The Honorable Bissau can lead a committee. The Honorable TJ Kajwang represented the chair, is chair of Transport Committee here very well. So I cannot agree more. The Honorable Millie. Next order. The Honorable Owen Bayer, the Deputy Majority Leader.
I want to say this, Honorable Speaker, taking cue from the Honorable Millie Odhiambo and other members. And I want to address the chairs and the vice chairs. We don't lack people in this, members in this House to chair those committees. We don't lack. And when we have given you a responsibility as such to lead a committee of the House, we expect you to be diligent, we expect you to be in the House, and we expect you to do your work. And that is what we agreed in Naivasha a week ago. The chairs will be in this House, but I want to send a strong warning to chairs that we will not continue to condone their absence in the House. That we will take action, and this action means being removed from position of chair. Not because we don't want you or because you're political arithmetic at home or not. No, we will not look at that. We will look at the performance of the House. And if this House must perform, then we will make it perform without them. So I want to tell whoever has been given the responsibility and mandate to be a chair of a committee, and I want them to take this one, not from Owen Bayer, but to take it from the leadership of the majority, that we will take action on chairs that have gone from. Today is Tuesday. We have just come from a recess. And recess was supposed to allow them to rest, to do their other work and all that. But then when we open the House, we expect them to be in the House diligently discharging the mandate and duties for which they were made chairs, and also for which their constituents brought them to this House. They are brought to this House. So, Honorable Speaker, it is very sad that we have chairs that have privileges above other members, but they do not want to take their role seriously. Honorable Speaker, I want the chairs to take it from the majority bench that we will take action against any chairs absconding on their duties. I thank you.
Yeah, next order now.
Order number 12, motion. Second report on employment diversity audit in public institutions.
The Chairperson, Committee on National Cohesion and Equal Opportunities.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Thank you. At least you should also recognize there are some chairs who are. Yes.
The Speaker appreciates you have sat in the House from 2:30 p.m. to date.
Yes.
It
Thank
is
you.
good to be a ranking member and to appreciate the business of the House.
Yes, sir.
Your position. So you are commended.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, sir, I beg to move that the House adopts the second report of Select Committee of the National Cohesion and Equal Opportunity on diversity audit in public institutions laid on the table of the House on Thursday, 21st of March, 2024. Honorable Speaker, the Committee of National Cohesion and Equal Opportunity resolved to carry out an inquiry into employment diversity in public institutions. Diversity encompasses differences in age, gender, ethnicity, race, religion, disability, socioeconomic background, and it is crucial for public institutions to reflect the diversity of this nation. This is critical because they play a very important role in shaping policies, delivering services, and implementing development activities. Honorable Speaker, sir, for the phase 2 report of the committee sampled 20 public institutions and invited them for meetings and various dates to deliberate on their compliance with employment diversity. The 20 are quickly Coast Water Development Agency, National Environmental Management Authority, National Irrigation Authority, Local Authority Provident Funds, Office of the Data Protection, National Transport and Safety Authority, Independent Electoral and Boundary Commission, Kenya Port Authority, Kenya Institute of Public Policy Research and Analysis, the Kenya Airport Authority, Kenya Railways Corporation, the Rural Electrification Corporation, the National Police Service, Rivertex East Africa Limited, Kenya Seed Company, Masinde Muliro University Science and Technology, Maseno University, Kabibi University, Kenya Export Promotion Branding Agency, and Kenya Industrial Property Institute. This was covered during this second report. Honorable Speaker, the main objective of the inquiry is to guide the main objective of the inquiry was guided by 4 parameters. That is ethnicity, gender balance, age, persons with disability. The committee asked specific questions related to the various parts of the Constitution in terms of compliance with the Constitution as far as these organizations are concerned. The committee, in examining activities and administration of all the state departments and statutory bodies insofar as the related rights and welfare of persons with marginalized on basis of gender, age, disability, health status, ethnic and cultural or religious background, is guided by the Constitution of Kenya in the following statutes and regulations that are undertaken. Number 1, Article 54(2) provides that the state shall ensure progressive implementation of principles of at least 5% of members of its public, elective or appointive as disabled persons. Article 55(b) provides that the state shall take measures including affirmative action programs to ensure youth has equal opportunity to associate and be represented and participate in the national politics, social and economic and other spheres of life. Article 56(c) provides the state shall put in place affirmative action program designed to ensure minority and marginalized groups are provided with special opportunities to access employment. Honorable Speaker, sir, Article 232(1)(a) provides the value and principles of public service that includes affordable, adequate, and equal opportunity for appointments, training, advancement at all levels of public service of men and women and members of different ethnic groups and persons with disability. Honorable Speaker, the committee is further guided by Section 7 of the National Cohesion and Integration Act number 12 of 2008, which the committee is now looking at in terms of repealing that constitution to a new one. Honorable Speaker, looking at all this, if I start with ethnic communities representation, Mr. Speaker, in terms of ethnic community representation in public institutions, the committee noted the following. Kabibi University has the highest representation of one ethnic community. That is 76.2% Luya community. Kabibi University. Kababi, yeah, Kibabi. Kibabi University, yes. 76.2% Luya community. 12 institutions have been dominated by the Kikuyu community, and they include the National Environmental Management Authority, the National Irrigation Authority, Office of the Data Protection, the National Transport and Safety Authority, Independent Electoral Commission, the Kenya Institute of Public Policy and Research Analysis, the Kenya Airport Authority, the Kenya Railways Corporation, Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy, the National Police Service Commission, Kenya Export Promotion and Branding Agency, and Kenya Industrial Property Institute. Those 12 institutions are dominated by the Kikuyu community. Three institutions, namely the Local Authority Provident Fund, Rivertex, East Africa, and Kenya Seed, is dominated by the Kalenjin community. Two institutions, namely the Coast Water Development Agency and the Kenya Port Authority, is dominated by the Mijikenda communities. Two institutions, namely Musinde Muliro Science and Technology, and the one I've already said, are dominated by the Luo communities. Maseno University is dominated by the Luo communities. So looking at the compliance with the 2/3 gender rule, the committee noted that out of the 20 institutions, 17 have adhered to the 2/3 rules. We congratulate the 17. The 17 are Coast Water Development Agency, Kenya Port Authority, Kenya Railways Corporation, the Coast Works Development Agency, which has, the Coast Water Works Development Agency had a female representation of 19.2 against a male representation of 80.8, which is totally unacceptable. The Kenya Port Authority has a female representation of 21.9, instead of having a minimum of 30%, and male are 78.3. The Kenya Railways Corporation has 20% female and 80% male. These are unacceptable in today's Kenya. after having our constitution 14 years down the line. They had 14 years to rectify some of these anomalies. Compliance with Article 55 of the Constitution, the committee observed that only 8 out of the 20 institutions sampled had equal opportunity in employment to the youth. The Kenya Seed Company had the least representation in youth, which is 11.13%. Honorable Speaker, in light of the foregoing, the committee made sub-serious observations and recommendations. Section 7 of the National Cohesion and Integration Act 2008 obliges all establishments to ensure representation in Kenya's diversity by having not more than 1/3 of its staff from the same ethnic group. This has been seriously violated. It is worth noting that the Kikuyu ethnic community has the highest representation in the country at 17% in terms of population of the National Assembly. The committee, in the process of repealing the act, which will be tabled, which was already tabled and will be discussed in this House in the near future, has reduced that to 1/5 if the House will pass. There is significant ethnic imbalances in composition of staff in various levels. Ethnic groups are overrepresented while others are underrepresented. As per Article 232(1)H, the Constitution expressly provides that the public service should be representative of Kenyan communities, which is not as at by now. There are noticeable age disparities also. Also, when it comes to board members, although the employment of board members or the selection of board members is different from